because all the things you need to think about is like drainage, utility connections, where are we getting rid of our surface water, where are we getting rid of our foul drainage. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to walk around the grounds, was to look at actually what manhole connections and stuff are in there. And unfortunately, where those units are, there is none. So then you're into like package treatment plants and different kinds of things, which can still work, but those numbers have to be in the deal. It's no good just looking at what is the cost of building it above damp. It's got to be actually what is the whole cost, what is all of it. So what are we going to spend with an architect? What are we going to spend with a planning consultant? What's the QS going to cost? What's the project manager going to cost? What's it going to cost for the alterations to put in like roads and stuff? How are we going to deal with biodiversity? Because if we're going for full planning, we're going to get smacked with B&G, and it's rural and bits of it are woodland, so it's got a reasonably high habitat value. So if we're going to take some of that out, we're going to need to be replacing it at 110%. So all of those costs need to go into what we call in the business as a cost plan. I would make sure you've got all the numbers stacked. I would want to talk to the vendor and really kind of understand what is the vendor's motivation. Why is that property for sale? You know, there's online tools that you can use to understand how long it's actually been on the market for. You can find out when they bought it. You can find out what it's been on the market for as it price dropped. But really try and get under the hood and understand what the vendor's motivation is for selling it, because that's going to tell you, like, is their motivation at zero? It's just on the market because they're just doing a bit of a soft market test, or actually, do they need to sell it because it's going to get repossessed over here at 100? But then understanding the emotional reasons that sit behind why they want to sell it, because different people have different attachments to property. You know, husbands and wives have different attachments to property. Children have attachments to, like, lots of people will have different attachments for different reasons. And the thing with it, it's like anything, it's got to be a win-win. So the vendor's got to get what they want from it, and we've got to pay for it, what it's going to be worth for them to buy it, but it's still got to stack for us commercially. And as long as it stacks for us commercially, we don't mind paying the asking price if it's a reasonable price. What, you don't have to buy stuff below market value. If it works at the price somebody wants for it, then pay the price that they want for it and let them go and get on with their life. But it's only worth what it's worth commercially, and that includes making that horrible swear word that people don't like hearing, which is profit. You know, property development is not, you're not doing it as a hobby. You need to make money out of it. And if you're going to use tools like development finance, you need to have a healthy margin in there to cover that. And you also need to have a contingency in there, because there will be bits that you've not thought about. There'll be bits in there that will go up, and you need to have that healthy level of contingency in the cost plan and in your overall like forecast to make sure that all those eventualities are covered.